Welcome to AFJ's review of the Rose Tico Black Series figure. Now, recently, Entertainment Earth, which is our preferred online retailer here at Action Figure Junkies, they had a Valentine's Day special of 1 dozen roses. So you got 12 Rose Ticos for the price of a regular Black Series figure. So that was 12 figures for $19.99. Now, being that I love Star Wars, I could not resist the fact of actually getting a Rose Tico for, I think it came to like $1.60 something without tax and shipping, for a set of, for a box of these figures. Now, we've already given one to our little junkie Logan in the office, so he has one. We've given out one as a surprise prize to somebody who won our recent Facebook group photo contest that we had for Bring Your Action Figure to Work Day. So I thought, hey, I've got 10 more of these. Let's start doing stuff with them. So we thought it'd be fun to actually do a review of the figure. So let's talk about the figure. So first up, as we have the figure here, she is box number 55. Now, as you can see, oh, there's another one. So I am not kidding that I actually have more than one of these. Yes, you are not seeing double. However, I do have this one in a figure shield. So this one is perfectly preserved, and as a completist collector, which I am not anymore, I thought, you know what, I'll box one up, we'll have it forever. Maybe I'll give this to a kid. I have plenty more to give away, so actually I might send out a few to a couple people that I know. So let's get rid of this so I can move this back here a little bit. But as you know, Rose is number 55 in the series since it relaunched with The Force Awakens. Now, let's open it up. So, as you can see, we do have some little support here today. We do have an archive Boba Fett who's going to be helping us with size and comparison. And we also have the archive Luke Skywalker. So we have reviews of both of these. They are on our Facebook page and are preferred for you to watch them on our YouTube or go to our website where you can pre-order the archive figures. I am cutting open the box. As you can see here, the tag, or this little clippy thing here, is definitely a little bit different than normal. So, here we go. I'm going to wave to a few more people here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oliver and the Hulk Smash Dad. All right. Rose is out of the box. And the thing I love about the box here is for any one of these, the box is great. It's easy to open. If you cut the tape properly, I'm just going to throw this out. But you could easily put her back in there, or you could store other figures or her loosely in here if you wanted to. That's the great thing about the Black Series figure. So here is Rose in her plastic coffin. And this is a little foggy, which is a little weird. So instantly I'm seeing that she has a foot here raised. Interesting. It looks like there's a joint, so let's get her out of there. Oh, Boba just took a nosedive. So, and Luke went down as well, so let me fix those out. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're just joining us, this is a review of the Rose Tico Black Series figure that we picked up from Entertainment Earth when they had their holiday Valentine's Day sale of 12 roses for $19.99. So, as she goes, if female figures work, let's see if she poses right away. She does. Let's see if I can get her to a nice solid pose there. Looks like she has an extra joint. We'll get into that in a second. And she's done. I always like taking my hands off. So, oh, there she goes. To see how long she'll stand. Now, I do have her on a piece of like shiny cardboard here, but her figure works really well. Now, who was it here? Ryan and his pops says he doesn't care for the face. And I think the figure itself, I like this, is almost like an extra joint here. So we got this one here, and then we have an extra one here. So a lot of good posing capabilities. So if you were going to kit bash Rose, you could see that if we look at the figure, it doesn't say that it's a woman's body. So if you took off her head, changed out the hands, maybe the hands are very delicate, so they are more of a woman's hands. But you could have kit bash her and have her be somebody else. I think the face is actually pretty decent. I think it looks a lot like her. Yeah. So, waving a few more people here on Instagram. I think it really does look like her. I think it's a solid figure. I think this and the 375 Rose, I think, are solid figures. They're great likenesses of the character, and the posability is pretty cool. So let's do it here, and then see. Here she is again, all nice and easy. So let's take a look here. So she does come with 2 accessories. So we have this rifle, which is, I don't know, I was kind of disappointed that J.J. Abrams redesigned or approved a different rifle for the Star Wars universe. I guess it is 30 years later, and you can see hints of where it came from. I kind of wanted the original, Rebel Trooper rifle, but I mean, the M16 from Vietnam to the M16, that we have now, and all the different versions of that rifle, I guess it makes sense. So let's do a quick pose here. She does have the ring, which is right there, nice little detail. She does not have a trigger finger, which surprised me. So there's no trigger finger here. There is one on this hand, which means that Rose is technically left-handed. That's how I always see that. Like when they give a trigger finger and it's in whichever hand it is, that indicates what hand the actress perhaps is. I don't remember her holding too many rifles in the movie, but the trigger finger is a little tough to get in there. I think that's a great... There we go. Just barely got in there. But again, I said she has very delicate hands for a woman. So she could pass as a Ghostbuster. Evil Eyed Al, I think that's not a bad kit bash, actually. Get some of the Ghostbusters out here. It's a great suit. So we have the details up here, very Star Wars-ish. The belt is nice and is a separate accessory. Now, it does not look like it comes off, but it's definitely attached. So I do like the details here that they have here. Little pockets, but not the things that the pilots have. So if we go to Luke, which, his flight suit isn't too different from Poe Dameron's. So this is kind of nice. I do like that a lot. So she does come with the shocking, I guess this is like a taser, like Star Wars' version of a taser that she hits Finn with in The Last Jedi. And it is in there. It is taped in there. So let me see if I can get this out. I try to be quick on these, but this does, again, it's an unboxing, so it does show you the level of intricacy that they put in these things. Wow, is it taped on the other side? It's actually taped on the other side. So, yeah, I was trying to get it out this way, and I was having problems. So, you gotta flip it over. So, yeah. Wow. No, it's not taped. It's taped in there, but it's backwards. All right, Rose, you're gonna have to back it up and see if I can get this out here. So, I hate doing this, but this is how you cut yourself, junkies. There we go. It is on one side, but it isn't. This will probably be the thing that you lose the fastest. You give this to a little kid, it's in the carpet 5 seconds later. It really is. So let's do the shocking device here that she uses on Poe. I mean, we have nice details. So if I can zoom in here. It's a nice little detail. Sorry about the crud under my finger there. But, I mean, look at the detail that Hasbro puts into this. And it goes on her belt. So we have this little peg right here. Now let's put this on her belt. Again, Hasbro has just really been knocking it out of the park with their whole recent wave of Black Series figures. I have General Grievous coming in. Should be here next week, so look for that review. And, I mean, look at that. That is a great figure. That is really, really cool. So, it's an extra detail. It's an extra splash of color. It is a really good figure. So I'm going to make her... I'm a righty, so I like making all my characters right-handed. I think it's just... I don't know. It just seems to work better. Now, however, if you do that, it's kind of hard to put the thing in her gun... Put her in her belt. So look at that. So I guess maybe she has to be left-handed. But we could do this. She holds a little shocking device very well. What's up, Skeleton Astronaut? How you doing, Brandon? So I do like that. Again, I got a dozen of these for $19.99 from Entertainment Earth. They were having a great deal right before Valentine's Day. Couldn't resist. Actually wanted to add Rose We've got a couple of things that we're doing for some action figures here at AFJ, and we really wanted to start adding some what we call peg warmer figures. We don't, not every figure connects with people, and we feel as if a figure like Rose didn't really connect with too many fans. The people who got them, they wanted them, they got them, and they're done. Now they just sit on the pegs. So we're working on something here at AFJ, and trust us, you're going to enjoy it, and Zuvio is definitely involved. So the Constable Zuvio will be there. Skeleton Astronaut, we'll talk after this. So definitely liking the Rose figure. Great detail. Lots of like crumpled suit. We even got the little hood thing here. Hair. I mean, they added this extra bit of color right here on the top of her head for like the headband or her hair tie. So we've got blue here. We've got this orange, brown. I mean, Hasbro did a fantastic job. Fantastic job on this figure. So let's do a little comparison. Now, Zuvio seems to have disappeared. So I like comparing figures to Zuvio because he is definitely one of the shortest figures, but I think he's mad at me because we have a Zuvio production coming along, and he's in his dressing room. But if we compare her to Luke, she's a little bit shorter, as you can see. Nope, a little bit shorter, and then next to Boba, she's definitely small. So, I gotta give it like a 9 out of 10 on this figure. Not even that, a 10 out of 10. I mean, this is a solid figure, a great representation of the character. We have splashes of color where you need them to be, especially like little things like this hair tie. Like, Hasbro doesn't have to do that, and that's a really cool accessory. Got a good gun. Kind of thought she'd have a pistol, but I guess, this is her towards the end of the film. So, Boba and Luke are here. Give you a height representation of the three. Zoom in like this. Solid figure of Rose Tico. Again, Hasbro did a great job. They really just seem to be nailing it lately with the Black Series figure. Any of the figures. Some of the early ones, I think, were kind of, they were good, but what has come since has really been leaps and bounds. So they've really giving the collectors more of what they want, and a higher level of quality and texture and little touches like a ring and a hair tie and this thing that attaches to her belt, her little taser device. So again, wrapping it up, I think it's a 10 out of 10 for a figure. It's a solid addition to your collection. If you're not a fan of the character, if you're a completist, Entertainment Earth has them on sale right now. You can pick them up. I don't know if you'll get a dozen, but I would definitely get one if you need one for the collection. They are, sadly, peg warming at Target. They're very easy to get. It just seems like they've shown up again. So that's all. I got to say, Rose is a great figure. Solid choice. Glad she's going to be in the collection. And she's going to be loose. So I have one in the box. I have one permanently on display now. And that's it, Junkie. So thanks for tuning in. And we will see you on any one of our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're just growing and growing here. We've got over 175,000 followers now across social media, and we really appreciate everybody who has embraced us on Instagram. So thanks for tuning in.